The Maya civilization is thought to have drawn inspiration for their calendar systems from an Olmec precursor, yet they evolved these early ideas into a complex and distinct set of calendars centuries before the Common Era. Often mistaken for the later Aztec sunstone, the Maya calendars were uniquely their own, blending astronomical precision, advanced mathematical concepts, and highly accurate agricultural predictions. Their solar calendar, one of the most precise timekeeping systems ever created, rivals even today's Gregorian calendar in accuracy. For the Maya, this achievement was no coincidence. It was the result of a perfect convergence of knowledge, a mastery of the skies, a deep understanding of seasonal cycles, and the groundbreaking adoption of zero, a mathematical concept that laid the foundation for their entire calendrical system. A perfect storm for the Maya calendar. Long before the advent of telescopes, the theories of Copernicus, Kepler, or Galileo, and far ahead of electronic timekeeping, Maya priests and scholars, expert mathematicians and astronomers, were already perfecting time measurement over 2,000 years ago. Their fascination with the cosmos led them to observe the sun, moon, planets, and stars with impressive precision. They calculated the solar year at 365 days and the lunar month at 29 days. The Maya also developed their own version of the zodiac, composed of 13 constellations often represented as animal symbols, while some symbols were associated with weather elements like wind and storms. Their astrological beliefs held that a person's birth date could influence their life, and the cycles of the moon were central to their spiritual understanding. Venus, particularly, featured prominently in Maya culture, with ceremonies held in alignment with its path, notably as it rose as the morning star. Their calculated Venus cycle of 583.92 days remains astonishingly close to our modern measurement of 583.93 days. The Maya carefully recorded solar and lunar eclipses, solstices, equinoxes, and other celestial events to synchronize their agricultural and religious calendars. These records were essential not only for marking the reigns of kings or celebrating particular deities, but also for tracking key historical events. Many of these records, carved in stone on stelae and monuments, have been invaluable for modern historians piecing together the Maya timeline, offering insights into their sophisticated worldview and precise cosmic calculations. The civil calendar of the Maya civilization, also known as Haab. The Haab calendar, used by the Maya, was a solar-based system composed of 18 months, each spanning 20 days, plus a final short month of just 5 days, bringing the total to 365 days. These additional 5 days, however, were considered highly ominous, a period believed to be rife with potential misfortune. To avert disaster, the Maya engaged in various rituals, aiming to appease their deities and spirits during this unstable time. Following the Spanish conquest, many of these ceremonies became intertwined with Catholic festivals. The intricacies of the Haab calendar, its calculations, symbolism, and ritual days are documented in the Dresden Codex. Though aware that their calendar wasn't perfectly precise, the Maya developed a sophisticated correction system to balance this discrepancy over long periods, in much the same spirit as our leap year adjustment. Tzolk'in sacred Maya calendar. The Maya civilization's ceremonial calendar, known as the Tzolk'in, is made up of a cycle of 260 days, organized into 13 rounds of 20 uniquely named days. Each day name rotates with a number from 1 to 13, creating a sequence that only repeats after the full 260-day period is complete. This sacred calendar is deeply connected to lunar phases and reflects natural cycles meaningful to the Maya, such as human gestation and the cultivation of maize, their essential crop. The Tzolk'in was more than just a timekeeping tool. It served as a foundation for religious practices and reverence for deities. Rituals aligned with the Tzolk'in included offerings, prayers, and communication with gods, nature spirits, and ancestors at places of natural power like caves, mountains, and springs. At the conclusion of each 260-day cycle, a special ceremony marked the arrival of a new sacred year. During this event, the Maya community appointed a new calendar keeper, a spiritual figure entrusted with guiding the community in both cultural and spiritual matters throughout the next Tzolk'in cycle. The Maya calendar round. The Maya created the calendar round by merging their two primary timekeeping systems, the Haab solar calendar and the Tzolk'in sacred calendar, thus uniting human events and cosmic cycles. This combined system resets every 52 years, marking the start of a new cycle. A calendar round date would include a number from 1 to 13, paired with one of the 20 Tzolk'in day names, alongside a day number from 1 to 19 and one of the 18 Haab month names. The 19th month, called Wayeb, was a 5-day period viewed as a preparation or seat for the coming year, not simply the conclusion of the previous one. Long count Maya calendar, forward and backward. The Maya long count calendar uniquely intertwined the Haab solar calendar, the Tzolk'in sacred calendar, and the calendar round, calculating time in 5 simultaneous cycles. Much like our Gregorian system of days, months, years, centuries, and millennia, this calendar anchored itself to a starting date, though for the Maya, this marked the creation rather than a significant life event as in the Gregorian system. Scholars believe the Maya back-calculated this foundational date, possibly aligning it with Venus cycles, landing on what we identify as August 13th, 3114 BCE, a date pinpointed by Ernst Förstemann in the 19th century. According to Maya tradition, this marked the beginning of the 4th phase of creation, which was set to complete its cycle on December 21st, 2012. As that date approached, rumors of a looming apocalypse flooded social media and sensationalist sites, stirring a mix of curiosity and fear worldwide. This modern frenzy overshadowed the Maya's actual view, that the long count calendar would simply end a 5,126-year period and begin anew in alignment with their cyclical understanding of time. Mayan records even extended thousands of years beyond 2012, showing no predictions of an apocalyptic event, but rather the conclusion of one cycle and the dawn of another, continuing the ebb and flow of creation as they understood it. The Maya calendar, a mechanism guiding Maya life. Subtracting the corn cycle of planting in April and harvesting in August from the Haab calendar leaves us with the 260 days of the Tzolk'in calendar. This alignment of agricultural and ritual time is a tradition Maya communities continue today, celebrating festivals and upholding a harmony between their Tzolk'in and Haab calendars. Many of these events now align with Catholic holidays, an adaptation blending Maya's spiritual beliefs with Christian customs. The Maya tracked the sun's zenith, nadir, and equatorial equinoxes through monumental structures, which they used for timing critical events like planting and harvesting, just as their ancestors did. To the ancient Maya, everything in the cosmos was interconnected, a belief evident in their astronomically oriented structures and precisely calculated calendars. The 52-year calendar round held particular importance. Reaching this age symbolized wisdom and reinforced the Maya's deep connection between human life and the natural world cycles, weaving the past, present, and future into one continuum. In 2010, archaeologist William Saturno's student discovered an extraordinary mural at Tzolk'in, Guatemala, which preserved calendar calculations, annotations, and celestial observations. The walls recorded cycles of the sun, moon, stars, and planets, and extended their astronomical tables thousands of years into the future, illustrating the Maya's unparalleled dedication to tracking time. Lastly, a point of clarification. The Aztec sunstone, often mistakenly associated with the Maya, comes from a different civilization nearly 500 years later. While both cultures were advanced, each had its distinct artistic style and calendrical methods.